100. What's good, everybody? Guess what? I got mail. Let's check out what I got sent today.
Kickstand up, dust in the air, chrome on the curb, everybody stare. Danny D low in the cut, screen glow, patches on the vest, ride slow, mind cold. Curbside king with the crack GoPro, telling every backroad story like a death row show. Scars on the knuckles, fight night high like gas in the lungs. He been kissing that twilight, oil on the hands, but the mind stay clean. Turn the parking lot brawl to a widescreen meme. Danny D low, Bikertv, click in, feel the smoke on your teeth. Wide open throttle through the feed. If you're scared of the crash, don't speak. Danny D low, Bikertv.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another edition of a Biker's Review. I'm Danny, and this is Danny D-Lo Bikertv. Today I'm standing next to my 2017 Road Glide Special. This is my baby. I nicknamed her Side Piece. As y'all have been able to tell, a lot of the parts that I get and been reviewing are still on my motorcycle and doing great. But today we're talking about my good friends over at www.eaglelights.com. What did they send me today? Let's check it out. Here are what the floorboards look like. Look at that chrome. That chrome really looks good, guys. I'm just saying. Here's all your mounting hardware. Here's the rear floorboard brackets. Those are your rear floorboards. Those look sick. Let's get these installed, guys. So this is the only tricky part about this installation. Anytime when you're installing any rear floorboards, you don't want to just put the pin in like this and do that, because now your floorboard's going to flop around all loosey-goosey and it's going to kind of look like crap and it's going to drive you nuts eventually. You want to install this piece right here. You see how it's kind of curved? This actually would go in between that, and then you slide the pin through. Now I'm going to tell you guys the truth here. When it comes to sliding this piece in between here so that you can put this through so that this will stay up. This is what holds your floorboard on. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is the hardest part of the job, and I have yet to find an easy trick way to put this piece in. What I typically do is I take a flathead screwdriver, and you just want to put it on the edge of this weird washer, this bent washer, and just tap it. Try your best to tap it in. You don't want to hammer it too hard. Once you've hammered it in and been able to push the pin through, you want to take your snap pliers. You are going to need snap ring pliers, and just put this snap ring on. So now that that's on, and this is why you want that in there. So look how hard that is to turn. So that way there, your floorboards will stay up and not flop around. So here's a really great feature of these floorboards from Eagle Lights, is you have 3 different options in 3 different places to place your floorboards for your passenger. So me and my queen, we love to ride a lot. So I'm putting them right on the end of this one. And I'm gonna lean them up just a little bit so that way there she can kick back and relax a little bit. Now you'll notice that you've got the grooves in here and you've got grooves in here. That's what locks it in place. You have 1 bolt, so you just put it on whichever hole you want. It's probably best to do it with your partner that will be riding with you, like actually on the bike, so you can position them exactly where she really feels comfortable at. But I'm just taking a wild guess and throwing them here, and I can always come back later and adjust them. But I think that's like the coolest feature about these floorboards, is that you can position them in different ways. You can push them out forward. It's just so cool that you have that option of being able to put them whichever way you want, versus there's only one way, you know, like with stock boards and stuff like that. You usually only have one way that you can put it. So now we have that option where we can put them a little forward for her. If your partner has maybe longer legs or something like that, you're going to want to put them, whichever way, And my girl, she does have longer legs, so that's why I'm thinking this way would be a little bit better for her. So that way there, her legs would be stretched out a little bit more, and she can kind of kick her feet up like this instead of being flat or even that way. She can kick her feet up and relax a little bit and lean back and enjoy the ride. So I really like that feature that I'm able to do that. That's really nice. So there you go, guys. Putting your shifter on, I'm pretty much just guesstimating. I was about right here. I'm really not completely positive. But you want to kind of pull on the shaft, get that up in there real nice so everything's nice and tight and buttoned up. Put your bolt in. You don't necessarily want to lock it down because you want to kind of figure out where you want your shifter at when you put your floorboard on. Alright guys, we're in the home stretch. We're about to be fully installed and ready to go. You want to take these pins, and they have these little lock washers here, or whatever you call these things. I wasn't sure if I would like this. I kind of like the bolts, but these make it really easy to take them on and off, and really easy to adjust. So I actually kind of like them. So you just take your pins out once you put your floorboard on like that. Just drive them through the hole, and now you're ready to put your lock washers on. There you go. Easy peasy. You can put these on fairly easy. You do want to use a screwdriver just to kind of get it up in there. There you go. Now you want to take your 13mm wrench. Get this tightened down. Alright, you guys know how I roll. Most important part for me is wiping all my chrome down after I'm done, so I'm not leaving any fingerprints or getting dirt burnt into my chrome. And plus, y'all know me, man. I like to roll clean, man. What's good, everybody? Once again, I'm Danny D'Lo. This is Danny D'Lo, Bikertv. Welcome to another Bikers review. We're talking about these floorboards. First of all, they come in black and in chrome. Of course, I opt out for the chrome because my bike's all chromed out, and that's my thing. I'm a black and chrome, old school Harley dude, man. I can't help it. I've had all different custom paint jobs, all different color Harleys, and I just felt weird until I got back on a black one. So it's just my thing, man. To each their own, right? The floorboards are very easy to install, as you can see. I'm not completely sold on the pin that goes in with the clip ring that goes in, or the lock ring. I like the idea of it. It really made it for an easy install. But the only thing I'm not so completely sold on, and this is just my personal preference, this is not a problem with the boards, But the fact that the pin is in it, it allows the boards to go up and down, flip up and down. That might be your thing. Maybe you're cool with that. But what I've noticed is I'm not used to having the bigger boards. These are a little bigger than stock. And what I tend to catch myself doing is I will flip it up on accident when I put the kickstand down or up. And then it's hard for me to get my foot back on it. And that can cause a safety issue. So that's something you just want to pay attention to. I'm probably just going to put the old school bolt and nut back in it so they stay planted where they're at. The rear floorboards are very easy to install except for that little pin that goes in between the foot mount and the foot floorboard. Those are always a pain in the butt no matter what floorboards or pegs you go with. But I can't express enough, man, the fact that I can fully adjust the rear boards the way I can push them forward, I can make them like a mid control, or I can bring them back a little bit. It depends on how long your woman's legs is, your passenger, whoever that may be. But I really like the fact that I can make it a lot more comfortable for my queen. Me and my queen, a lot of you have seen me out and about, a lot of you know, we travel across country on this exact motorcycle. The whole point of me building this motorcycle the way I had was to show you guys that you can build a nice Harley for show and go. See, I like my cool Harleys. I like the tall bars. I like to sit low. I like to look cool. I like the loud stereo system. I like all the blinged out chrome, the big wheels. I like all of that stuff, but I want to be comfortable and I want to still have my storage so that I can go travel. With the sound system I have by Sounds, I swear, man, you got all the room in the world. You got plenty of bass and sound in your car, in your motorcycle. My tour pack is set up. I got plenty of room. This bike I built to go and show. And the biggest part about it are the lighting system by, of course, eaglelights.com. All of my lights on my motorcycle are from Eagle Lights. My good friends have trusted me and given me pretty much anything that I ask for, or any new product they come out with, they usually send it to me automatically. Thank you very much for trusting me and working with me continuously. www.eaglelights.com. You definitely want to check that out. There will be a link below for you to get a 15% off discount on all purchases, no matter if it be these floorboards, the LED lights, no matter what, they got you. The one cool thing I really like about Eagle Lights is the fact that they're starting to broaden their product line. They're not just doing lights, they're doing floorboards, they're doing air cleaners, all kinds of things. So check them out, guys. And until the next episode, keep it real and keep it
100.
I'll holla at y'all. Peace.
100.